Modern Warfare 2 Season 1 Reloaded update was officially revealed today, and we're going to be breaking all that down. As we go along, drop your thoughts down below. What are you looking forward to the most? Raids, a new multiplayer map, Warzone changes and quality of life updates, the new surprise update to DMZ? Whatever the case, drop your thoughts below. But if you enjoyed the video, you found it at all insightful, do me a favor and drop a like on it. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe to stay up to date with all things Modern Warfare 2, Warzone 2, and DMZ as we round into another major seasonal update. And finally, make sure to check out my friends over at Gamer Advantage for the best blue light glasses on the market. But now, let's jump into Season 1 Reloaded. So, our first look came late last night during the Game Awards, where we got a look at Raids, which is a nice place to start out. Raids is a new episodic entry into the Modern Warfare 2 content season. They'll pick up right where the story left off in regards to Modern Warfare 2's narrative, perhaps even endgaming, leaving off in the final episode leading right into the rumored campaign DLC coming later next year, but that's a different story for a different day. Raids is a team-based subsection of Spec Ops, with episode 1 featuring Price, Gaz, and Farah in Urzikstan searching for their missing team. They then find an underground bunker with various tasks ahead of them. Once introduced in Season 1 Reloaded, players will unlock the raid in a handful of different ways. Accessing the raid will require a raid key, which can be earned through completing a specific daily challenge in either multiplayer or Spec Ops, placing within the top 20 in any Warzone Battle Royale playlist, whether that be your solos, duos, trios, or quads, third person if it comes back, your assimilation mode, any LTM that may be up on deck, any of those. And then finally, you're able to earn a key by extracting in the final helicopter with at least $30,000 in cash on your person in DMZ. So once you do those and earn a raid key, that raid key and whoever you choose to bring along with you for this period of time, you have a full week to be able to complete that raid. Now, the raid itself is replayable, the keys are re-earnable, so it's not a one and done thing. In fact, multiple run-throughs are encouraged apparently, as completing the raid will unlock the ability to do it on a dubbed veteran difficulty. You will be air quote compensated per se for completing the raid, as you'll get rewards, though outside of one, it's not really specified what that will entail. The one we do know about is Gaz as an operator, but if you don't really care too much about the raids, he will be available through the shop as well. But in preparation for a raid, level up your kits in Spec Ops so you don't just have the basic items of your class at your disposal. Instead, you'll have multiple available that can help you out greatly. But raids coming with Season 1 Reloaded and this update as of Wednesday. Raids are kind of the main marquee item here of this update upcoming, but beyond that, we do have additional content for multiplayer, Warzone, and DMZ. So starting out on the multiplayer side of things, Shipment is going to be that one that we end up seeing. And it seems like, unfortunately, this is the only map we will see for the rest of Season 2, but it's the returning chaotic map that you guys are probably all familiar with if you've played any of the Call of Duty games in the last couple of years. The only difference here, that at least from the marketing images it seems, is that we won't be able to access that sort of second level of play that we could within Modern Warfare 2019. And for me, that's okay. This keeps the combat a little bit more linear. I know that might be a good or bad thing depending on who you ask, but it's something that this will end up just being a slight deviation compared to the other introduction in the new Modern Warfare universe that you may be used to. Additionally, in regards to Shipment, we actually will see a holiday shipment available for a limited time. This is something that will have decorations for the holidays that will be available from the 21st to January 4th. So shortly after the update as of next week, but you'll have about 2 weeks to end up playing around with this and having that, again, festive combat on Shipment. As our sort of transition items from multiplayer into Warzone and then DMZ, we of course have 2 operators and a brand new weapon coming. Gaz, once again, is being introduced. He is available via that unlock in the new raid by completing it, but also he is available in that shop as a standalone operator skin as well. The interesting part is that you can do both of these if you want, and actually if you do both of those, you will end up getting a bonus skin along the way. So a nice little bonus for maybe say completing that raid, since the standard way that we end up getting operators and have for the last 3 years is via the shop. So doing an additional free step also gets you an additional free operator skin if you look at it that way. Then we end up having Klaus, who is again available in the in-game store via the Klaus operator bundle. Those are more so minor. Again, operators are more so cosmetic to players that see you versus what you end up seeing in game, but the functional item here out of this is the new weapon of the Chimera. Part of the Bruin Ops platform, it's going to be something that looks to be that revival of the Honey Badger from COD Ghosts. This is stated to have a weapon unlock challenge and also store a bundle. Now, notably, the M13B still does not have a store bundle, despite saying it did back in the day, so we'll see how that works out. But also, weapon challenge is something that we didn't see with the Season 1 launch blog either, if I'm not mistaken, where that was something that was available only in DMZ. So I'm wondering if we end up getting it in DMZ in actual multiplayer as well as a specified challenge that, just like other weapon unlocks you had, and then also a store bundle so that you have 3 ways ways to unlock it, whatever's the most comfortable and easiest for you. But right now, just know that there is going to be something associated with it that is not just behind a store bundle. Beyond that, for the Warzone offering, DMZ is getting a surprise update, something that we kind of didn't think would happen because, I mean, Al Mazrah is still a major map introduction here. There's still a lot of stuff for people to explore, to master, and all that kind of stuff. So we don't usually see major points of interest or anything like that added into the fold so shortly after a major introduction like an entirely brand new map. But DMZ is indeed getting a new location, a new area called Building 21. Now, this is seemingly pretty interesting because based off his blog post, it doesn't seem like it's accessible via Battle Royale and the standard Al Mazrah map. So what that will entail is beyond me, but it says new keys have appeared on Al Mazrah, but where do they lead? Its location is classified, its benefactors are unknown, but one thing is certain about the clandestine biological laboratory named Building 21. Only the strongest operators may survive, let alone access one of the deadliest areas of DMZ. Players will need Redacted to access Redacted. So we don't know how to get there, what's going to be inside, and anything else that comes along with it, but that surely intrigues me, and I'm very interested to see what we can jump into. Finally, they round out by saying, with this great risk comes great reward. High-tier contraband found throughout the building, especially in safes and special areas that require keycard access. What other secrets await you in this facility? That's something that only time will have to tell us here. But DMZ getting a surprise update, and a major one seemingly at that. So beyond that, we have Warzone introducing two smaller game modes here across Al Mazrah, and also in a sort of smaller fashion, on a standalone map of its own, we have the Warzone Cup, that COD ball that we ended up seeing leak from Season 1, and that launch period is finally going to be coming here with this in celebration of the ending of the World Cup here upcoming, and it seems to be like just more so a mini game rather than anything else, something just for fun. And then Mini Royale will be coming as well, something that we saw from Warzone 1 make its way over now into Warzone 2. So that'll be something interesting to play around with on both fronts. It seems like DMZ is going to be getting the heavier of the two updates here for Warzone Battle Royale and Warzone DMZ, but I'm okay with that for the time being. Again, Warzone Battle Royale is still relatively brand new and has a lot still to work out, to master, and all things in between. Now, in terms of content beyond the shop bundles, that is about it, but we will see a new social feature called Groups, which is actually pretty interesting here, allowing you to set up hubs for all of your friends or making new friends out of that, allowing you to have upwards of 5,000 users in a single group based on similar interests, based on different categories, and things like that. So that'll be an interesting addition to Modern Warfare 2. Maybe we'll have to set one up here for the community on the channel if you guys would be interested in that. But beyond that, the other thing that was mentioned was some user interface stuff and some stat tracking for combat records in Warzone. Right now, you have that combat record for multiplayer, but that's about it. If you want to check your Warzone stuff, that's going to be something that is only available after Season 1 Reloaded. And I say that because everything from November 16th onward to this mid-season update, where we are right now in that sort of first half of the season, none of those stats will unfortunately track. I have zero idea how the logistics of transferring stats over from this sort of couple of week window to the future tracking upcoming, but it seems like Infinity Ward just doesn't really like to do retroactive tracking. It's been this way since Modern Warfare 2019, whenever we didn't have things like the nuke tracking at launch and no reward for that. I think there was some combat record stuff back then even that eluded players early on and then didn't track retroactively. So this unfortunately is just something that's out of our control and is a real big bummer, especially if you're somebody that was grinding out wins, your KD, whatever the case. It just won't track here from November 16th up until the 14th. But beyond that, that is the Season 1 Reloaded update that we ended up getting and everything that we learned about so far. Will there be some more stuff in terms of technical changes? Absolutely. That stuff will be revealed with patch notes whenever that comes out, probably on Wednesday. But for the time being, that's what we know. That was the fully revealed Season 1 Reloaded update. So let me know your thoughts down below. Are you guys liking anything in particular? Are you looking forward to one thing over another? Whatever the case, drop your thoughts below. But if you enjoyed the video, you found it at all insightful, do me a favor and drop a like on it. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss a single thing regarding all things Modern Warfare 2, Warzone 2, and DMZ. Got a lot upcoming, so love to keep you in the loop with all of it and have you in the community. For now, thanks so much for watching. My name is Espresso. I'll see you guys later. Take care and peace.